Hi everybody, and welcome to the Magical Garden with Bernadette. I thought today would be a good day, hopefully if the lighting holds out here, to kind of give you a glimpse as to what I'm growing. It's an unofficial garden tour. So with that in mind, I will get started and hopefully it'll give you some inspiration to grow your own gardens. So we're going to start with a whole bunch of our container ones, or actually the ones that we just started. So here, this is Datura, or Angel's Trumpet, or Devil's Trumpet, that sort of thing. These have these wonderful white trumpet-like flowers, and they give off an awesome scent, and I'm looking forward to seeing these. We did start these from seed. So now here, this is our blueberry bushes. Up here is kind of unusual. We used to have a strawberry tower. We broke it apart. This one still has strawberries coming out of it. And just for ha-has, we actually have a raspberry growing out of that. Where that happened is beyond me. Probably due to a bird. So then we have more blueberries here and here. Now we have calendula. This, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to really up-pot these really soon. But they're growing really, really vigorously and well. Okay, now I'm going to show you something that really, I don't know if it's a failure on my end or not. But this was a dwarf cherry tree. And it did not survive the summer. I've had this cherry tree 4 or 5 years now. And it did not survive this year, probably because it was just a bit too icy here this year. I am in Zone 6, Cornwall, New York, just to give you an idea. Now, I have these raised beds, so we have them all over the deck here. And here is a ghost pepper that I have growing. This plant, I actually forget what this is. I think it's a snapdragon. Here we have California Wonder Peppers and Sugar Rush peppers growing here. This is eggplant, so I'm looking forward. It's the Rosita variety of eggplants here. This is our beautiful, beautiful foxglove. I always say that I grow foxgloves for the fae or the fairies that live on the land. I'm gonna back up a little bit. This is our greenhouse. And then I have this lovely stand here, actually, that my mother-in-law just got me. So this is rue. And I don't cook with rue. Rue is on a metaphysical level. Rue is for protection. So I like to keep this in front of a door, as you can see that. This is also California sweet peppers, California Wonder. And then here I have 2 different types of elderberry. Alrighty. More peppers here, and actually I have a pepper growing there, so it's really nice. I really need to put that in the beds. And then we have petunias. So let me get onto the next beds here. This is actually celery that I grew from the butt of a celery. Here, more tomatoes, and just about all of the tomatoes that I'm growing are of the plum variety, because I do make a lot of Italian spaghetti sauces and such. So as you can see, we have this. This is actually cucumber. I was actually worried that it was not coming back, but it is. And this is the China Jade variety that I actually got from M.I. Gardener. So it's just starting here. More cucumbers. I am growing mugwort. Okay, so this is for medicinal uses and some magical uses. That is what this is for. I'll be getting into that another time. More tomatoes. As you can see, I'm using whatever stakes I have available. So this is bamboo, lettuce leaf basil. Yep, that is a basil. And this is pak choi. Now, the funny thing about this is the seeds actually came from sprouting seeds. I actually do a lot of microgreens, and I decided to give a try and use what came through, and it's doing beautifully. I actually harvest from this just about every day. This is ground cherries. Looking forward to that to come in. More basil and more tomatoes. Now here, these are These are New Jersey Devils, and I'm going to show you the first tomatoes of the year. So I'm really happy to see this fruit because this is really early for, again, zone 6 A, B. Alrighty. Here we have really, really hot peppers. Alrighty. So let me just, we have Trinidad Scorpions, Sugar Rush, and Ghost Peppers growing in here. Again, more tomatoes, and you can see that it interplanted a lot of basil in between the tomatoes. Okay, so I'm a big believer in companion planting. Here are all various herbs that I'm growing here. So I have dill, flat leaf parsley, again, more basil, and I do have oregano in there. So let me back out. We have some extra seedlings going on there. I'm having problems with my radishes. Unfortunately, they're starting to bolt. So now the leaves are edible, and so I'm going to be using these in my salads and to feed my guinea pigs. So let me back out slowly here. Strawberries. So these are the let me see here. Trying to look at, these are ever-bearing strawberries here. So hopefully we get maybe 2 harvests out of them. What we have here are actually white strawberries. This is the 2nd year, so we should be able to get a decent harvest here. Now, I know I showed this before, but this is really, really amazing. The Greenstalks are really nice, and I should do a separate video on this. But I water up here. The water just drips all the way down and waters all of the plants. So in here I have strawberries, I have various flowers going on down here. I have regular Genovese type basil that's down here. Lots of rosemary. In fact, the rosemary really likes it in here. I'm really happy. I love the smell of that. So I'm really excited about that. And we'll see what else grows in here. I know I put some snapdragons in here, so I'm looking forward to see that happen. Again, these are bunching onions here. And it's terrible that I did not label the flowers that went in here, but I think these are foxgloves. We have carrots here, various lettuces. Now, I've been growing these a lot. This is actually my 2nd planting of these. And you can see these. So I have solar flare. I have a bib going on, Paris. These are the different varieties. This is Swiss chard. So I'm really happy with the way this all took off. Alrighty, so let me move on here. And this is our first planting. So this is Merlot, and you can see they're just getting ready to start bolting. So I'm trying to use these in my cooking and in my salads as much as possible. Here we have a beautiful hibiscus plant that my husband actually gifted me with. I'm going to move on here. Again, extra seedlings that we have here, and then what I call blue stalks here. So these are all various herbs. We have parsleys and chamomile, all sorts of different herbs. Lemon balm. I have catmint in here, and I also have catnip. So I'm going to show a bit of what we've got going on down here. Alrighty, so here we have lupine flowers, and they're just beginning to open up. So it's really, really nice. Let me see if we can get here a little closer. Really beautiful flower. And then we have our David Austin roses down here. Really nice. Over here is our bee balm. So actually this just went in not too long ago, but I see some buds beginning to start. And you can see I have marigolds at the bottom. Here is our little flower bed. The lavenders haven't come up yet, but they are in here. And we have African daisies. Here we have peppers. These are all Portugal hot peppers. And then various flowers down at the bottom with marigolds. Here, I'm going to show we have 4 of these beds. All right, I think that's a psyllium. The white flowers are in there. And coleus. And let me back around a little bit here. And these are daffodils. They are now spent at this point. And you're going to see the fencing that I have up here. But these are all also various hot peppers. Sugar Rush, Trinidad, and Ghost Peppers that we have in here. More African daisies. This is a shrub rose. I cannot think of the name of the variety right now, but this is supposed to be a triple bloomer, so we'll wait and see how this works out. This is another David Austin rose. Really got turned on to this variety here. And this one is supposed to be a climber, so eventually it's going to go up and over the door. Alrighty, so let me come back down here. This is also lavender. It's getting ready to go. We have bluebells. I was really happy to see how pretty these came up this year. More African daisies and marigolds, and tons of nasturtiums. This is a salvia, and I'm trying to see if I can get you. I had the flowers of these nasturtiums. They're like a peachy color. Here we go. Yellow, peach, really pretty. Every part of this flower is edible, so this can be used in your salads and such. Well, I hope you liked our little garden tour. This space is quite small, but you know what? You're able to make the most of what you have and still be surrounded by beauty. You're able to sit and be surrounded by beauty and to give yourself or your soul some happiness. That's what gardening gives me anyway. What does gardening give you? If you would, put that in the comments and let me know, because I'd love to hear input from anyone else. If you like us, look at the view. If you like us, please subscribe, give a like, alrighty, and let me know what you would like to see featured on this garden. I want to see if I can give you a shot in the mountains on this end. There we go. Again, that is Storm King Mountain, and it's just stunning. We had those big rains the other day, and so everything is in bloom. So, let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what kind of content you'd like to see. And let me know, I'd love to share this. I run a Facebook group called The Magical Garden with Bernadette. And if you'd like to join, please do so if you're on Facebook. And I'd love to have a discussion as to what gardening does for you. It gives me peace of mind. I get to meditate in my garden. I get to pray in my garden. I get to do workings in my garden. So it's important for me, especially in the beginning. Like, I love to sit out here 6, 7 o'clock in the morning as the sun's coming up and meditate. It really means a lot to me. So what do you do in your garden? Why do you garden? Is it strictly for food? Is it for fulfillment of some sort? Is it a spiritual thing? I'd love to know. So many blessings. This is Bernadette from the Magical Garden, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.